Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
You are watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Carrie Roper. Welcome to 7 at 7 p.m. for Friday, January 22nd. Tonight, we're bringing you 7 minutes of nonstop local news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Lots to get to, so let's go ahead and start with tonight's top story, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. And we start with breaking news. As we reported on our reviewjournal.com, just as the COVID-19 vaccine has made its way to Nevada, a new shortage is forcing vaccination sites in southern Nevada to scale back. James Schaefer has the story.
Nevada has been receiving 36,000 doses of vaccine per week from the federal government, and Clark County alone now has the capacity to administer 92,000 doses per week. But even still, our health reporter Mary Hines has found Nevada is facing a vaccine shortage that is causing a slowdown.
During a briefing with state officials at noon, referenced that vaccine continues to come into the state in limited supplies, and as a result, sites are scaling back. One such site is Cashman. So that site is closing for the weekend, and according to state officials, in part to allow other programs to distribute vaccine.
Local officials are saying that the allocation of vaccines from the federal government is still not enough to meet the needs here in Nevada.
A former member of the 311 Boys gang has been charged with carrying out an identity theft scam. 36-year-old Stephen Gasley and his girlfriend are accused of swindling a hard money lender out of more than $700,000. Our reporter Glenn Pewitt has more.
Many Las Vegas residents will be familiar with the name Stephen Gasley from the 311 Boys case, in which a teen was assaulted and maimed in 2003. He is now facing new charges, accused of stealing someone's identity in a mortgage theft case in which $700,000 was taken from a hard money lender.
A Nevada man has been charged with fraud for obtaining nearly $2 million in federal paycheck protection money meant for struggling small businesses. Reporter Jonathan Ng has the story.
In the criminal complaint, it is alleged that Abramoffs fraudulently applied about a dozen times for the federal paycheck protection program, which is meant for struggling small businesses across the U.S. as they grapple with pandemic-related shutdowns. He obtained about $2 million in this funding, and he used it to purchase a Tesla, a Bentley, and 2 luxury condos here in Las Vegas.
In your business news, sponsored by the Vegas Chamber, the Rio's new ownership team received the green light Thursday to hold a gaming license in the future, setting it up for full oversight of the property in the next couple of years. The Nevada Gaming Commission approved a preliminary finding of suitability for Dreamscape Companies LLC executives to operate the hotel casino their company bought for $516.3 million a little over a year ago. The property is said to be getting a major overhaul when the executives officially take over in the next 2 years. With the new federal mask mandate in place, the answer on how it will affect Las Vegas tourism is not much. On Thursday, President Joe Biden signed an executive order that required masks for all forms of travel. Local tourism and health experts say don't expect the order to have much of an impact on local tourism or COVID-19 case count, as masks have been a factor for months.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. Cassie Soto here with this sports update. The Henderson Silver Knights will play a 40-game season. The Silver Knights season will start with a February 6th home game against the Ontario Reign at Orleans Arena. The team will play one game at T-Mobile Arena on May 8th versus the San Jose Barracuda. This season will mark the Silver Knights' first in the American Hockey League after the Golden Knights purchased the San Antonio Rampage and moved the team to Henderson. The team will play inside Orleans Arena while its new rink, the Henderson Event Center, is being built. Here's your sports betting update. Former UFC champion Conor McGregor will return to the octagon for his first fight in a year Saturday against Dustin Poirier in UFC 257 in Abu Dhabi. McGregor is a minus 320 favorite at William Hill, where 87% of the money is on the Irishman. The total is 2.5 rounds, and the under is a minus 185 favorite. McGregor made quick work of Poirier in their first fight back in 2014, winning by a first-round TKO.
And now for your weather news. Prepare for an extended period of winter, according to the National Weather Service. Today was windy with partly cloudy skies and a high of 63 degrees. Later tonight, we will see temperatures drop to the low 40s. Tomorrow and Sunday will be much colder. We can expect temperatures to stay in the mid-50s this weekend as we get ready for an even colder beginning to next week. Monday will likely see rain, something to keep an eye out for the rest of the week. In your health news, hundreds of Las Vegas Valley firefighters have not received a COVID-19 vaccine. Renee Summerhour has more on why. Renee?
Carrie, as of earlier this week, less than 1/3 of Las Vegas fire and rescue departments, firefighters, engineers, and paramedics have received the vaccine. Delays stem from difficulty scheduling appointments, infected workers recovering, and in some cases, outright refusal, officials say. RJ investigative reporter Michael Scott Davison tells us why local medical experts are concerned.
Firefighters and other first responders were among Nevada's top priority for COVID-19 vaccination because of the essential role they play in society and the close contact that they come in with people who may have COVID-19.
For more on this developing story, log on to lvrj.com. Carrie?
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Las Vegas Motor Speedway, billionaire Steve Wynn is selling his Beverly Hills mansion. The casino mogul and former Wynn Resort CEO is listing his property for a reported $110 million. If Wynn gets his asking price, it will rank among one of the most expensive home sales in California history. Now let's catch up on our entertainment news. A 27-foot-long hot dog is driving through Las Vegas this weekend. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile will be making stops throughout the valley, which you can find listed on lvrj.com, and it's giving out wiener whistles and other goodies. Al Mancini tells us more.
That's kind of the vibe that we're getting from everybody, is that when the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is in town, it brings back memories. And that, it was just so much fun to watch this giant hot dog pull into the parking lot, try to find a way to park, and to just see people come over and relive their childhood memories.
One Vegas headliner is ready to bring the magic back to the stage. Entertainment columnist John Katzlamidas has the details.
Piff the Magic Dragon is coming back to Flamingo's showroom on January 25th. Now, Piff has been on and off the stage throughout COVID, but he's back now playing for 50 people, and he says this is going to be his show for the foreseeable future. He does promise some new stuff on stage, including an act that features 15 pounds of Jell-O, a 15-pound Jell-O mold. We expect nothing but brilliance.
That's all for today's 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. I'm Carrie Roper. Thanks for joining us. Remember, you can also download our free RJ mobile app to get news alerts sent straight to your phone. Stay with us as we continue to follow the latest developments and live coverage, and we hope you'll join us again Monday morning at 7 a.m. Have a great weekend.
Review-Journal Studio, sponsored by attorney Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update is sponsored by Pro Group Management. You are watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.